So now that you have set up your AutoCAD title block and created a block out of it, and you have set everything accordingly, all the texts like we were doing in the other video, in this video I will show you how to set up or how to actually insert that block into your layout space. Let's begin. To insert any block into layout or model space, you have to use the command I for insert. Press enter. Then you select whatever the name you had placed for your border or title, whatever the name you have placed for your block. In this case, it's A3 border. So what I will do is just click, this will be unchecked by default. So I'll just insert insertion point to be specified on screen. I'll specify as to where I want to place this title block. That's all you have to check here and click it on OK. Once that is done, what you have to do is to zoom into the bottom left corner as much as you can and just eyeball the bottom part so that it fits right on the corner and click OK. Now this outline, this line will not print. This green line will only print and the other things on top. So you don't really have to remove this line. Now that we have inserted our title block, if you are seeing any kind of inconsistencies or errors in here, I'll just tell you how to fix it. So what you can do is, you are seeing that this is too huge. This should not actually be there. That's just a spelling error. So what I'll do is, to edit this block, we'll do a BE for block edit and press enter. Then select the block that you wish to edit. In this case, it's A3 border. Then click OK. Now this was the one giving us the problem. So basically what we can do is just copy from the top and paste at the bottom and click OK. That's all you have to do. Close, save the changes to A3 border, and now you can see it has not been reflected. So what basically you can do is click ATTSY. That's attribute sync. So it reflects the changes you've done in the editor to the real time of it. Click on it, click on select. Select the block that you wish to sync with and press yes. It should change. If it does not change, you don't have to worry about it. When you enter your sheet description, architectural, or whatever the sheet description is, structural or anything, it will go back to what it actually was. Here you can enter your issue description and say, this is just an exercise. Issue for building permit. This is just a slight brush up. When we do the actual architectural, then I'll show you how to make your changes accordingly. Issue for building permit, like so. If it's too big, just change the spelling, or just issue for council approval. Or you can just say for council approval, because you've already, or you can just type building permit, because you have already written issue description. So this is for building permit issue. Or you can also say building permit issue. Issue description, building permit issue. That's it. Here is where we can enter our project's name. So if you're designing a small house, you can say a proposed residential development. But you don't have to exit this all the time. What you can do is just click on apply, and then you change your address. So the client's address can be wherever you select, whatever the client's address for construction is, not his actual address where he will be building the house. So I can say, let's call it a lot 16. You can enter your own Madhuwata. Madhuwata Road, that's it. And enter a comma and just place a town. This is just to show you. Click on apply. Then who is your client? Enter your client's name. We can say me and myself for this exercise, but if it's not me and myself, just enter the right client's name. So similarly in this window you can change everything. You can also change the property, the styles, and you can also take a look at the properties. So you don't have to change all that. As you did that, your changes were reflected here. You can enter your company logo here. So again, I will show how to fill in these columns or these blanks in another video when we are actually making architectural drawings. Now the first sheet of any drawings is always referred to as A00 or S00 or H or E00. H is for hydraulics and E is for electrical and M is for mechanical. So since we're doing architectural, we'll do an A00. Now what we'll do is we'll insert a viewport that will allow us to see anything that we have plotted or anything that we have drawn in the model space. So there are two ways to enter viewport. To create a viewport. To create a viewport, your layers have to be in def points. Then you can do an MV4 viewport and select this corner, go up to here, and you can see that you are in a viewport. It's showing you something. To enter a viewport, you have to double click inside. Remember, you have to double click on the inside of the viewport and not on top of it. So double click on the inside of the viewport, make your changes, set up a proper scale. In this case, I guess I can say 1:10, but it becomes too huge. So we'll reduce it. Find out wherever it is, set your scale properly, lock your viewport, double click outside to exit the viewport. Now if you don't lock your viewport and if anything happens and you zoom out or zoom in and you just ignore it and go on, when you come back you will not see any drawings there. So basically zoom into your drawings and then lock your viewport after setting your scale. Now that's method 1 using command. Method number 2 is if you want to create a viewport, you can click on view. Then you can look for viewport here. So you can say just a new viewport and it will give you this window. Single viewport, select single. And these don't have to change anyway. And click on OK. From there to here or the other way around. So now that you know how to insert a viewport, we'll use commands because commands is much faster. Let me show you how to make copies of this tab so that they reflect. So after A00 will come A01. Basically what you have to do here is when you want to copy this, you have to right click on this tab, then click on move or copy, then select the layer that you wish to copy, the tab that you wish to copy, create a copy, move to end, then click OK. When I say move to end, it will move it right to the end. It will not leave it anywhere unorganized. So your new copied layer will be, your new copied tab will be shown like so. So you can just rename this to A01. Let's do this one more time so we get a better understanding. Right click on the tab that you wish to copy, go to move or copy, select the tab that you wish to copy, create a copy, check create a copy, go move to end, click on move to end, then click OK. Double click anytime you wish to rename one of these tabs, just double click on them and change their name. So this is how you set up your insert your viewport. This is how you insert your block, then you set up your viewport, and then you make copies of several, then you make copies of your tabs. Now if you wish to delete one tab, just right click on the tab and delete, click OK. Now if you wish to delete multiple tabs, what you can do is do a control, click on control, then just click on it with the mouse, with the mouse, and delete them. Click OK, like so. So that was all for the insertion of the title block video. In the next video, I will show you what architectural annotations are. I will show you how to create your sections, section markers, your grids, call out texts, indicators, and other things. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.